It was 1963, and Jimmy Dean was hot. Within 8 years, he had gone from local radio and television personality in Washington, D.C. to CBS morning and afternoon show host. Plus, he was coming off of a #1 pop hit. But now he was in the heart of New York City and about to star in his very own national primetime country music variety show for the ABC television network.
It's the Jimmy Dean Show! Howdy!
The Jimmy Dean Show was a weekly country music variety series airing from 1963 to 1966. Known for his sharp wit, laid-back style, and Texas tall good looks, Jimmy Dean was a unique personality in 1960s television.
And the wind is blowing up a storm, something fierce. I saw an old hen this morning get her back to the wind, laid the same egg 3 times.
All right, back. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jimmy Dean.
But Jimmy Dean was best known for his chart-topping hit songs.
Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John. Big John. Big John. A big bad John.
You know, Bobby, I think, kind of take things like the Jimmy Dean Show for granted, you and I do, and there's a world of people that would enjoy seeing all the acts that you and I admired on those shows. I'm sure that the people nowadays would be overwhelmed with the talent.
Everybody that was anybody at that time was on a Jimmy Dean Show, because it was as big as Ed Sullivan Show.
Trying to book you, but my pappy kept on cooking.
What a light.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine from I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on.
Of course, it wouldn't be a Jimmy Dean Show without country music, and the series offers some truly historic performances. Of the 59 featured country stars, 35 of them would later be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. 36 if you count Jimmy.
And when everybody asks me what helped me forget so fast, I'll say, right line and country music.
Well, there was no other place on network television in those days that you could even remotely see country music. The Ozark Jubilee had been on from Springfield, Missouri in the late 50s, but by the time Jimmy's show came on, that one had gone away. And if you wanted to watch country music on television, you watched Jimmy Dean's show.
Some performances stand out as rare moments in time, such as 14-year-old Hank Williams Jr.
Hey, good looking, one stop cooking. How's about cooking something up with me?
Jim Reeves, less than 4 months before his tragic death.
Welcome to my
As well as the network premiere of Connie Smith.
Once a day, every day, all day long.
And Charlie Rich.
River, stay away from my door.
And the network premiere of Roger Miller's classic, King of the Road.
2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 12 4/5 room. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road.
Pop stars of the day were also featured. including 2 inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame: Gene Pitney and the Everly Brothers.
Never felt like this until I kissed you. How did I exist until I kissed you?
Rolf, the dog. That's who I wanted to meet when I got to New York. I wanted to meet Ralph, the dog. He was so funny.
The series also introduced the world to Jimmy's pal and sidekick, Ralph the dog. Performed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz, Ralph is the first Muppet to be featured on national television.
007, 007.
Come on, 007. That's not a stock.
No, it's a Bond.
Did I hear you say that you weren't invited to a New Year's Eve party? I can't believe my ears.
I can't believe them either.
Well, Jimmy tells the story that they would rehearse in their office, in Jimmy's office. And, you know, Ralph was made of stuffing and ping pong balls, and Jimmy treated it like it was a person. And they were rehearsing, and Jimmy's secretary, Wilhelmina, came in the office one day, and Jimmy and Frank Oz and Jim Henson were goofing around, and Jimmy hauled off and smacked Ralph the Muppet, and ping pong balls went everywhere, and Willie went, ah, like a human had come apart.
Everything Rolf and Jimmy did together was scripted. Well, almost everything. Jim Henson and Frank Oz liked to occasionally throw in something Jimmy wasn't expecting, just to see his reaction.
Well, let me just tune up a minute here. My man has fleas. Sunshine, my only sunshine. You gonna sing? You make me dance. The skies are gray.
Rolf's weekly songs and sketches with Jimmy Dean were the show's most popular segments, with Rolf receiving up to 2,000 fan letters a week.
Sometimes I wish I were an ordinary dog so I wouldn't understand this brand of humor.
A music variety series wouldn't be complete without comedians. The series features major comic acts of the 1960s. One of the regulars was Don Adams, who you can see developing familiar catchphrases a year and a half before he and Pat McCormick helped co-create the hit television series Get Smart.
Why, I remember once I was umpiring behind the plate, and Mickey Mantle fouled off a ball right into this chest protector. Broke 8 ribs. 8 ribs, would you believe it?
That's pretty hard to believe.
Would you believe 6 ribs?
The standout of the stand-ups was George Carlin, who is seen showcasing some of his earliest material.
Okay, the radar's picking up a line of thunder showers from Utica, New York to Middletown. However, the radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBMs, so I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers. Tonight's low, 25 degrees. Tomorrow's high whenever I get up.
The series also includes guests from the worlds of sports, gospel, bluegrass, and Hollywood.
I want to tell you, you're my favorite country singer. I think he's about the greatest country singer we have to do. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
The Jimmy Dean Show was produced at the ABC television studios in New York City. But the show also went on the road, with 4 shows at Nashville's Ryman Auditorium, 3 shows in Hollywood, 2 shows in Florida, and then back home to New York City with a special show at the prestigious Carnegie Hall.
Thank you, and good evening, music lovers. Welcome to Carnegie Hall, home of the 3 Bs, Bach, Beethoven, and Boots Randolph.
You know what's amazing about this whole thing is the Jimmy Dean Show showed so much talent that nobody has seen in 50 years.
With just about everybody that had any contribution at all to country music is on these shows.
And I personally, I think that Jimmy Dean, in his taste of who to put on the show, actually captured the golden era, in my opinion, of country music.
Oh, please, Mr. DJ, play that song I heard you play, and send it out to someone who broke my heart today.
The Jimmy Dean Show is a fun-filled, family-oriented musical romp from the swingin' 60s, brought to you in glorious black and white and lovingly restored from the original half-century-old kinescopes.
Oh, thank you very much. We've had a ball tonight. We certainly hope that you've had the same, and we appreciate the opportunity of visiting in your home every week. Until next week, this is your old buddy Jimmy Dean saying ever so much good luck to you. God bless you. Everybody at your house, and good night. Thank you.